Yo, welcome to our podcast. We're here to discuss some NBA topics. There's three of us here, so let's introduce ourselves.
I'm Zach.
I'm Cam.
Yeah, so we're trying to make this as least cringy as possible, you know? So, we usually debate for hours on end about topics about basketball, so we might as well just record it, you know? So, our first topic of today is your top 5 lineup. Alright?
Top 5 lineup.
Very debatable concept.
All right, yo.
Just for some backstory, all of us have played basketball at a high level. We all know basketball, old and the new. So, you know, we know our shit. Alright?
You do. That's facts.
Yeah. So I'll go first, right?
Okay.
It's pretty easy. Point guard, LeBron, because he can play any position. The GOAT.
Okay.
Shooting guard, Michael Jordan. You know, 6 rings speaks for itself, but he wasn't the GOAT. You know, LeBron is. Small forward,
That's not true.
I got Kobe. You know, Kobe 2-4, alright? Respect. At the power, KD, unstoppable. Who can guard KD, right? I can't name one player. And at the 5, I got Shaq, the big diesel, right? Best center in the league to ever do it.
Facts. All right, yo. I'd agree with that. I wouldn't throw LeBron at point. I would put Magic point, MJ shooting guard, LeBron small forward, KD at the 4, and then Shaq at the 5.
Oh, so you're leaving Kobe out of it?
I'm leaving Kobe out of it, yeah.
Yo, he 2-4. Alright, what about you, Cam?
Okay. I would have the ultimate point guard, Magic Johnson at the 1. The best player to ever do it, Michael Jordan at the 2. At the 3 is Kobe. At the 4 is LeBron. And 5 is Diesel, Shaq in the paint.
No KD?
6 man.
No, we're not talking 6 man, we're talking 5 man.
Well, if they're no KD then. No
KD's
KD.
just in there like he's got it like he's just the best scorer of all time.
But I don't
Yeah,
need
but why do you
scoring.
have
I have
Magic? Why do you
I have
Magic?
Kobe and Jordan to
Magic's-
facilitate it.
Magic's in there to run the show.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't
he
need-
isn't
I don't
known
need
for
Magic.
defense.
I don't need Magic to get me buckets. He's there to pass the ball.
Yeah.
Get my other guy's shots.
Yeah, but when has Magic been known for defense?
His whole life.
When has there ever been a conversation where I go, oh, yeah, Magic? Great point guard at defensive end.
He is. He is a good defensive point guard.
Yeah, but he never guards the point guard.
Cause he's 6'9".
Exactly, so who's going to guard the point guard? Or do you just get
Jordan.
shift it?
Jordan, he'll smother
Jordan,
him.
that's true.
Hmm.
That's a big lineup too. We all have big lineups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, let me pause it for a sec. Alright, sorry about that. Just picking up where we left off. What were we talking about again?
Your top 5 all time starting
no, not that,
lineup.
but like, what were we? Oh, yeah, Magic, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Magic.
Yeah, but like, who did you leave out? You left out Kobe.
I left out Kobe.
Mhm. And I left
Kobe.
out KD.
I don't need Kobe. Here's why I don't need Kobe. Because Kobe is 80% of what Michael Jordan was. I don't need 2 of those.
I'm sure.
You see what I'm saying?
It's Kobe though, bro.
I know it's Kobe, but yeah, he doesn't crack my top 5, bro.
Really.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
Michael-
It's not top 5. It's like top 5 like position wise, I'd say.
I know, but that's exactly it. I don't want Kobe on my lineup.
Michael is the best ever, and Kobe's the closest thing to that. So why not get another one of them?
Because that's the thing. They're both so similar in playing styles.
Yeah, but I'd rather have Kobe the point guard than Magic.
Kobe
Even
at point
Michael
guard?
there. Yeah.
Kobe at point guard. Yo, what?
Kobe's better than Magic.
Is that a joke?
Yeah, Kobe's better than Magic.
Not at a
That's
point
actually
guard
that's even
position.
questionable. But yeah, at the point guard position,
Bro, this isn't the 70s.
Kobe ain't passing the ball.
This ain't the 80s.
That's why I don't want Kobe and MJ because they both play so similar. They're both gonna want the same shots, and both of them aren't known for their passing.
Yeah, but LeBron is, and you have LeBron.
If you have
What year
Kobe and
LeBron are we
MJ,
talking?
if you have Kobe and MJ on a team together, they're taking like
All right. Well, I'm sorry,
60%
but if
of the shots.
MJ's on the team, nobody else is getting the ball.
Yeah, but what year
You-
LeBron were you talking about?
I think KD's in a fair shot if
Prime
MJ's
LeBron.
there.
2016?
It's all these players in their prime.
2014?
I would say
Six-
2016.
16.
That playoff run.
Alright,
This
alright.
prime Bron.
Yeah.
Alright, not the most debatable topic, but I guess we'll move on. Alright, so recently the Jordan documentary released, obviously. I know one of us hasn't watched all of it, which is a little tough.
That's me.
Do you want me to tell you what happened, just to catch you up a bit?
Yeah.
Give him a quick
It's
recap. Give him a
literally
quick little recap.
When his dad died, that championship run.
Yeah.
What else? It's mostly that and his gambling.
Was the last
problem.
episode the Dream Team, or was that the episodes
was
before?
2 ago, I think.
That was okay,
episode
yeah.
6, 5. Yeah, so it was just that. I think that was the big thing, a part of it. What else? Cause
They were
really-
going through. They were going like they do the timeline thing, right? So they were going
Mhm.
back to his
Yeah,
'98
yeah.
playoff run, and
They're in the second
episode
round,
8
right?
left off right before the Eastern Conference Finals against
Oh,
Reggie
yeah.
Miller's Pacers.
Alright, what do you think that is the most surprising thing about MJ, like, that has been revealed? Like, obviously his gambling problems that have been revealed, his harassment,
yeah.
like, more than just, like, pushing his teammates, but, like, pushing them over, like, the line.
The
Where it's just,
thing, the
like-
thing that fascinates me so much about this documentary is this guy would take the littlest thing and use it to destroy you. I think it was 7. There was a guy on the Bullets who went off against MJ,
The
and
rookie, right?
yeah, the rookie. And at the end of the game, he says, "Good game, Michael." That pissed him off. He used it, and then the next game against that, he torched the rookie and dropped like 40 on his head or
Yeah, but
something.
he made that up, remember?
Yeah, exactly. That's how
Yeah,
crazy
that's
he
crazy,
was.
though. I think that's,
Oh.
like,
He made it up to use it as fuel.
I think that's retarded. I think that's like gassed up a bit, you know? Like I think like I don't
Dude,
know if
he-
that's totally accurate as like as his mindset, but whatever if he wants to say that.
I knew his mentality was always crazy, but like to see that at this extent is kind of ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie to you.
100%.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on like the Pistons though? Like after
The
seeing
bad
this,
boys. The
I
bad
have
boys.
no respect for them, especially Isaiah Thomas. No respect.
Yeah, I would agree. That was kind of a dick move at the end to just not shake the hands. I love old basketball because I love the physicality, and like the Jordan rules were so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for a player to be that good, and they just to stop him, you have to physically injure him. I think is insane.
Yeah, but that's not even basketball at that point.
Yeah, it got to the point where, like, Bill Laimbeer, he would hit Jordan so hard he wasn't trying to play basketball. He was just trying to hurt him.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
that's not
horrible.
basketball, but you can't. That's the thing. You can't stop this dude by playing clean basketball. You know what
I
I
mean,
mean? That's the only way they
yeah.
could do it, dude.
they're doing
I mean,
whatever they
did it
can
the
to
year
win.
Before.
Yeah.
Like elbows, cheap shots, anything. They didn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I think it's like I don't know. That just like
NBA's
pisses me off.
Yeah.
And then he's trying to play like the guilty, where he's like, "Oh yeah, no, I was just doing it because I had to," and he's pissed he didn't make the dream team in '92. Like, what does he expect?
Did MJ didn't say it was a result, or sorry, it was a
yeah, he-
result of all those guys not liking him.
100%, yeah. But like they
But
blamed it on MJ. 'cause it's MJ.
Talent wise, he should have been on that team.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was just a result of no one got along
like,
with
who
the guy.
would
He's
like
kind of
him?
a
I'm sure.
kind of a dick. Yeah.
But anything else though? Like, obviously him pushing his teammates like that.
Yeah.
The gambling.
The gambling I found, it was episode 5 or 6.
Yeah.
They were talking about the conference finals against the Knicks, and the dude, the night after he lost, went and gambled with his dad. And there's so many, like, I just, like, that stuff wouldn't fly in today's league, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And that's also same with the cigars and the drinking. Like, it was so much more lenient back then,
Yeah.
which is, like, yeah,
Yeah.
it didn't even seem like health was a main priority.
Yeah, like you see them drinking Coke everywhere instead of like obviously nowadays it's probably water, Gatorade. You see athletes that are
Yeah,
drinking all this.
and
shit.
even, like, alcohol drinking.
Oh, yeah.
MJ's having a cigar and scotch after a finals game, getting ready for the next day, and then he goes gambling. Like, that's not flying today.
Hmm.
I found it crazy though, like watching it. I know this is all in the past, but it felt like I was watching something like a movie or something new, because like there was always this like dramatic event that would happen to him,
Right?
where
Yeah,
he
yeah,
would
yeah.
overcome it, and it's crazy.
Yeah,
The one-
definitely.
The one other thing I find ridiculous about this documentary is this dude couldn't go anywhere without being surrounded by media.
Oh, and the impact
You
it
know what I
had on
mean?
him and everything. Yeah.
He the only time he'd get to himself, and he said he loved it so much, was sitting in his hotel room. That's it.
Mhm.
The second he leaves that hotel, there's media all around him. Like, and when you see in the locker rooms, like, I'm getting claustrophobic with that. Like they're right around him, dude. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah. Especially like if you think about that to nowadays with LeBron, like maybe like all the stuff LeBron has to deal with too, especially now.
Right.
Like I think it might be even worse. Like obviously it's really bad in the documentary with him like not having any space, but I couldn't imagine how it is for like LeBron. But with security nowadays, I'm guessing it's way better than it was back then.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
at what point do you just say like no,
Eh.
get away from me, media? Like that, I couldn't do it.
Oh yeah. Oh, I found it so bad though. When his dad passed away, when he was murdered. And
Oh, and
they
he was
blamed it on his
accused?
addiction, like his gambling. I thought that was horrible.
Well,
How could
there's
someone do that?
theories that like he was shot because he owed gambling debt,
Yeah.
which is like
I think that's horrible.
yeah.
Anything to say? Cam, I haven't heard you say much. You know.
I mean, I haven't finished it, so
Oh, okay. Have you watched
Yeah.
like any of it or?
yeah, up to I think it was 5 or 6. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm hyped to see how it ends though. Like obviously we know how it ends, but
I think they're gonna have they talked about the '97 season yet?
no.
No, so they'll do that and then they will. I think they'll go really in
That's
depth
flu game,
with
right?
the final 2 playoff series. Because so far they haven't been too in depth with the '98 season.
Well,
I
they
think
talked
these-
about the Jerry Krause situation.
Well, Jerry Krause was also. Speak of another dick, there's one.
Oh, I honestly.
That guy was an idiot. Dude, when they like. There's the episode with Tony Kukoc, or Kukoc, or however you say his
Kukoc.
name.
Yeah.
Kukoc.
European.
And Jerry Krause was all up, sucking this guy's ween off, and then he didn't focus on Scotty and MJ, and then I just loved how they just torched him, dude.
Oh, I know that's
Poor
awesome.
guy.
That's so
Poor
awesome.
teenager got bullied.
And it wasn't about him; it was about Jerry. I thought that was so funny.
No, yeah, they hated Jerry. Fat
Yeah.
little short midget.
Yeah, I know. Like I feel like the documentary. I know I hate him too, but I feel like they're really pinning it against him now. Like they're really trying to point
Well,
all the
like-
fingers at him. And there's probably like in between, like especially with Scotty being like selfish, even though I totally understandable with the undercut of he was getting,
Yeah.
like he was getting way underpaid. But like him
But,
not
like-
playing the entire season is just like, come on, man.
They're
What's your life?
they're portraying Jerry, I think, as he was. Like this guy before the '98 season, after winning, Phil was there for all 6 championships, right?
Mhm.
So this guy brings him to 5 championships, and he's arguably what, the greatest coach of all time. And he
I would say
says
so.
before the '98 season, this is your last season.
That's horrible.
What kind of managing is that?
I don't know, man.
I don't care if you win the title, you're gone. And then that resulted in MJ leaving because MJ said, if Phil's gone, I'm gone.
I mean,
So this
I was,
this moron blew up the whole thing.
I was happy about it because then Phil came to the Lakers.
Yeah, well,
Big Lakers fan.
but
Yeah.
if he doesn't say that, who knows? They could win even another one. Who knows? You know what I mean? Maybe MJ doesn't retire the '98 season.
I think we can all agree MJ's shit at baseball.
Oh, he was ass at baseball, dude.
Waste of time for him. I get it because of his dad, but
It was I don't think it was a waste of time because he needed the break.
true.
Like if he didn't get that break, would he have been able to keep up that same level? You know what I mean?
I know.
I don't know. That's just my opinion because he talked about how exhausted he was after their 3rd championship,
Hmm.
and he needed that break.
Yeah, it's crazy though. Like I feel so much respect for him, but now he's like human now because you realize how much he had to deal with all throughout those years.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, just
Yeah,
seeing
it
us as,
wasn't.
like,
There was so much more than it to just basketball for him.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else significant from that? I can't really think of any right now.
Not really MJ related, but Dennis. Dennis was obviously like a lunatic. I like learning about
respect him.
Dennis.
I respect
Yeah.
him so much.
You respect him so much?
Dennis? Dennis Rodman?
Why?
He's crazy, man. He does some
Dude.
stupid shit and he gets away with it.
I love when they
I mean-
interview him in the documentary and you can't even understand what he's saying. Like dude's a retard.
Yeah, man, but like you could tell there's something else there wrong with him, you know? Like when he wanted to truly express himself.
Well, because when he was with the Pistons, I'd say he was somewhat normal of a guy.
But he's
Yeah.
hiding himself. He said, like, he suppressed himself.
Okay,
in front
yeah,
of
that's
people.
just, I guess, the thoughts of a lunatic. Then this guy's out here dyeing his hair pink and he's putting
Hey,
threes
bro,
in
it
his hair
works,
for
it works.
Scotty and
And wearing a wedding dress.
yeah, marrying himself.
Yeah.
What kind of lunatic does that, man? But
I don't know, they're
I guess
special
you do
people,
you. I guess you do you, man. Keep doing you, Dennis.
though. That's funny, though. Thank you for watching our first podcast. Make sure you tune to the next one where we predict our predictions for the 2020 playoffs. Thank you.